Hey there. Today I'm going to show you Bill Tracker, a bill management tool that lives right inside Google Sheets. No apps to install, no subscriptions, just open the spreadsheet, enter your data, and launch a beautiful app-like interface with a single click from the menu. Clean, powerful, and completely yours. Once you've made a copy of the spreadsheet to your Google Drive and opened it, you'll see 3 sheets: README, Settings, and Bills. The README sheet contains quick start tips to help you get going. On the Settings sheet, you can configure your categories, payment frequencies, and payment methods, add new ones or edit existing ones. One important thing to mention right away: all data can be added and edited both directly in the spreadsheet and through the app. It works both ways. However, for the initial setup I recommend filling in your data directly in the spreadsheet. It's faster and more convenient. The main sheet is the Bills sheet. This is where all your bill data is stored. You can add and edit data in any column except those highlighted in purple. Those contain formulas that work automatically. You'll actually see a hint about this right there in the spreadsheet. The columns are very simple and straightforward. I've pre-filled them with some random test data for 2025 and 2026, so you can see exactly how everything works in action. Now let's move on to our tool, the Analysis app, if you will. It runs on Google Apps Script, so the first time you launch it, Google will ask you to grant the necessary permissions. Don't worry, this is completely normal for tools like this. All your data stays exclusively within your own Google account and is never shared anywhere. One important thing to mention: Google Apps Script only works in the desktop version of Google Sheets. So make sure to open the spreadsheet on your computer or laptop. It will not run on a mobile phone or tablet. So, click on the Bill Tracker item in the Google Sheets top menu bar and select Open Bill Tracker. Grant the necessary permissions, and the app is ready to go. You only need to do this once. Next time the app will open straight away. So let's take a look at what we have here. The app has 6 sections: Dashboard, Bills, Add Bill, Compare, Calendar, and Settings. Let's go through each of them in detail. The first section is the Dashboard, your main overview panel. At the top you'll see 8 key metrics: the next due date, number of overdue bills, total amount due, total paid, remaining balance, the largest bill, percentage of bills paid, and the total bill count. Below that is a bar chart showing amounts by month. The green part represents what's already been paid, and the lighter part shows what's still outstanding. The percentage inside each bar tells you exactly how much has been covered. Next comes the payment method breakdown: bank transfer, card, PayPal, and so on. You can see the number of bills, total amount, paid, remaining, and completion percentage for each method. And at the bottom, category cards. Rent, transport, utilities, and others. Each one shows the total amount, how much has been paid, and a progress bar. It's very easy to see the full picture at a glance. And by the way, everything here is filterable by year, month, quarter, or half year. Also in the top right corner there is a Print Report button. Click it, choose a 4-letter format, and a clean, neat report opens, ready to print or save as a PDF. It includes a summary table, a category breakdown, a payment method breakdown, and a full list of bills. The next section is Bills, your full bill list. All your bills are displayed here in a table format. At the top there's a handy filter panel. You can filter by year, month, category, frequency, payment method, and status. There's also a search bar for finding bills by name, company, or notes. Columns are sortable, just click on the header. The table shows all the key information: bill name, company, category, frequency, amount, due date, payment method, whether it's been paid, and the status. At the bottom you'll always see the total amount and bill count for the current filter selection. By the way, there's a handy shortcut. If you click on the Overdue Bills card on the dashboard, you'll be automatically taken to the bills sheet with the overdue bills already filtered for the period you selected on the dashboard. Really convenient when you need to quickly see exactly what hasn't been paid yet. If you hover over any row in the table, two buttons will appear. A pencil icon for editing and a trash icon for deleting. Click the Edit button and the bill card will open. Here, for example, you can immediately enter the payment details. Simply pick the payment date from the calendar, say today's date, and save the changes. All data is automatically written back to the Google spreadsheet. No extra steps needed. The next section is Add Bill. This is where you can add a new bill directly from the app. The form is very straightforward. Enter the bill name, company, choose a category, frequency and payment method, and enter the amount. Then pick the due date from the calendar, just click and select the date you need. If the bill has already been paid, go ahead and fill in the payment date as well. There's also a notes field for any additional details. Hit save, and the bill is automatically saved to your Google spreadsheet. The next section is Compare, a period comparison tool. This is a very useful feature if you want to compare your spending across two different periods. For example, Q1 2026 versus Q1 2025. Simply select period A and period B. It can be a specific month, quarter, half year, or a full year. Hit Compare, and you get a detailed side-by-side breakdown. At the top you'll see total spending, number of bills and overdue count. Below that is a category table showing how much was spent in each period and the difference between them. A red arrow up means spending increased, a green arrow down means it decreased. And the same breakdown by payment method. Everything is clean, visual, and easy to understand. The next section is Calendar. This is my personal favorite. Here you can see all your bills laid out in a calendar view. There are 3 display modes: week, month and year. In week mode you get a detailed card for each bill showing the amount and status. In month mode all bills are arranged by date. You can immediately see what's been paid and what's still outstanding. By the way, you can add a new bill directly from the calendar. Just click the plus icon next to the date you need and the form will open with the date already filled in. In year mode you see all 12 months at a glance, great for getting a full picture of the year. You can also choose whether the week starts on Monday or Sunday. Here for example is the weekly calendar view. We can see a card for an unpaid bill, rent for $1,250 due on June 5, 2026 with a status of upcoming. Click directly on that card, the bill form opens. Select today's date as the payment date and save. Go back to the calendar and you'll see the status has automatically changed from upcoming to paid. Everything happens instantly and syncs directly with your Google spreadsheet. And the last section is Settings. This is where you can fully personalize the tracker to suit your needs. There are 4 blocks. For each item you can choose a custom background color and text color. Everything is instantly shown as a colored badge preview. Save your changes, and your tracker will look exactly the way you want it. By the way, I want to remind you of what I mentioned at the beginning. If you add a new category here in the settings and save it, it immediately appears on the settings sheet in your Google spreadsheet. And the other way around, if you added a category directly in the spreadsheet, it will automatically show up in the app. Everything syncs both ways. And if you've watched my previous videos with similar trackers, you've probably already guessed what I'm going to say at the end. Yes, of course, there's a theme switcher here too. Just click the moon icon in the bottom left corner and the app switches from light mode to dark mode. And back again. And that's it. As you can see, Bill Tracker is a simple yet powerful tool for managing your bills right inside Google Sheets. No extra software, no subscriptions, everything is stored in your own Google account and belongs only to you. If you liked this tool, the purchase link is in the description below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or send a message on Etsy. I'm always happy to help. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.